Hey, how's it going, everybody? We're going to give you guys an update on my Halo Infinite 3D printed helmet. I had the wiring hooked up backwards, so hopefully no one follows my steps and did it how I did it. I could have burned myself pretty badly. Or blew a battery up. That'd be worse yet, because then you have battery acid all over your neck and back of your head. So that's not a good idea. And I did get rid of the side pieces that went on here because I didn't like how they were pinching my head to the point where it was hurting pretty bad. So I asked my brother for advice. He was here and we talked about it. And my brother Mike helped me out, got this all fixed and hooked it back up because it took me and him to do it. So how he told me how to do this, I had it hooked in, like the red wire for the battery to the lights, the negative to the lights, and then this switch was to the lights as well. So everything was, I guess, like backfeeding. It was not incorrect, or it was incorrect to do. And he's right. So the battery hot wire, which is your positive, goes to the off and on switch. Okay. And then from the switch, the negative goes into the positive for the lights side. Okay. Then you go from your battery ground, which is your negative, and to the lights on the ground. That's what makes it safer. And it works a lot better. Because adding one of these batteries came out of me and my daughter's Nerf guns that we have. Mine broke, so I'm using my battery now. Hers still works, so she's lucky on that part. And they're just Lion or Lithion 18650/1200 megahertz 3.7 volts. It was enough, more than the 9-volt battery to do. The 9-volt batteries were getting hot. Now I know why. After I put the bigger battery, well, it melted the wire to the wire. So thank you to my brother helping me out on this. Now the wires don't get hot. The battery doesn't. This battery never got hot. The wires did. Now it's safe. I can touch it around. So now I'm making a battery box to fit back here. So that way I can put the battery in. And all I gotta do is find little tiny magnets, stick them inside, and glue it to the lids. That way the magnets, I could just slide the lid on it and it locks in place. Hopefully it's big enough to fit this, I hope. Because I forgot to measure. So I have to make sure this is going to fit, and I won't know if it's going to fit because I think I'm printing out the bottom, or is it the top? The top. So right now I'm printing out the lid. I had to edit the guy's part so this can sit inside there nice and easy without having two slots. He made it for a AA holder, so I think this is like a AA size battery. One way to find out, right, is get a AA battery. And as you can see, it's a little bit smaller, so I'm going to have to measure this battery and make sure the box is the right size. How you do that? Well, I'll show you. Just don't mind my N-Scale layout, it's all. You want to check out the N-Scale layout? Go to N-Scale Division. That's my other channel. So what you do, you measure the battery. And it looks like it is, I'm going to say, let's just say 2 5/8. It's staying close. And yes, I don't know how to read tape measure, so I have a handicap tape measure is what I call it. Because it helps you to read. Because it has all the other small numbers and this camera doesn't want to focus. Usually you can get it to focus, but anyway, whatever. So I'm gonna say it's close to 2.5 inches, but I'm gonna say 2 5/8, just a little bit more room. Okay, so then you come into Tinkercad is what I like using, and click up in here, tinker this, and then go to Google. I'm gonna say because it's a lot faster. 2 5/8 inches to millimeter, just like that, and it'd be like 66. Copy that. Come over back to this. Grab yourself a block. Put it right there. Hit Control V. Enter, and wow! Look at that. Exactly. But how tall is it really to the side here is what you really need. Can't really tell. So what you do, just lift this up quite a bit. Now you can see how far you need to go down. So then you just take it, and that's where the battery sits. So it doesn't have to go much bigger. Okay. And then you got the lid as well. So the lid might set flush here, but if the lid is still where the magnets are, you're still good no matter what. So you're pretty much set. But if you want to, you can make yourself feel pretty good. You can always take it up quite a bit. But will it make this out of scale? I don't know. Only way to find out is print it out and test it out yourself. And I made this notch for the wires to go through. And it had a divider, which you can see right here is the divider. I just took me a square block and eliminated that divider. And then I took another square block, line it up where I want it, kind of think about the wire size, and slice it, and done. And that's how I got that. I do leave this because it's an ongoing project. Just in case it needs to go a little bit taller, I can still do it. And everything I've been making, yes, I have about 84 projects I made. Some of these are just files I took and edited. Some of these files are I actually did make. I edited 2 of these to make a rim for my FMS truck, which is actually the Glacier, which is made by Easy RC, I think. This is an ongoing project because I had to make that a little bit differently because the leaf springs does not like each other. So I think I have a better solution to make that better. I hope. The wheels and everything come out great. It's just the axles and stuff that don't come out great. So that'd be Suburban. I took that, edited it, made it into like a dually, lowrider, and a little bit better big truck block base. Oh, those are the blocks I made for the HO's layout. Speaker box that I kind of custom made in someone else's design, but I took it and made my own twist on it, so it works great. But yeah, some of these are like this one here. I had to put that together. You buy it and then I put together. So it's a 6-wagon Nova and a regular Nova 4-door, which is cool because my brother has one. His is a 68 though. But a lot of these I took and edited and made it different. Like the skull on there, took it from another file, cut it, cut the skull, mount it onto the WPL differential cover, and that's it. You're good to go. But and don't touch my trains. This one I made myself from actual picture. So I took a picture and then I made it into that. So it's pretty cool. I haven't printed it out yet either. That's another thing that sucks. But I got all these different things. I kind of, they're not my files. Some of these are my files and some are not. So I'm not taking no credit for anybody else's files, but my own. I made a still moonshine that no one's ever thought about. Limousine Suburban. There's a lot of different things I took and edited, make it better. Like right here, I even made a Suburban truck. I did a lot of things. Blazer took and made a 6x6 out of it. Someone else had it, but I took it and put together, made interior from a Suburban and all that stuff, wheels and everything. Just like these little K5 Blazers as well, same thing. All I did is get the shell, and then the rest of it had to make myself. That was not fun. Mustang GT, I don't think I did anything to that. But sometimes you'll see a file that wheels ain't right, so you want to make it right. So that's what I did. But like I said, a lot of these are like these here. Ghostbusters, I had to put that together myself. That was not fun. Grain dump, made that myself. 40-foot trailers, made myself, but used the the chassis from this one guy made. So that was pretty neat. Have him to do, and then I just finished it. Cargo containers, I took that and made it to N scale from HO scale. Same thing with the flat cars. And then these signs are DT&I and all that stuff, trains and stuff, real grand. I made each and one of these myself. That took a long time to do, each one by one. Chassis system logo. I made these. They're not quite looking good, but I tried my best. Dillies, these are from a different file that I paid for and used our tires and stuff to make in-scale stuff out of it. DT&I logo, low trailer I made. Carlet that I downloaded but made it to N-scale. BMW GTR wheels for the GCR I have for N-scale. So there's a lot of different things that I downloaded and then resized them, like these wheels here. This is the bunkhouse. I think that was for HO, and I made it N-scale, I think. Or no, I took the base off of it to make it look like that. Custom mill box. That was awesome to make, actually. The custom toolbox. And then this one here, I don't know if I made that or I took it from, or used, it's a different, someone else's file. This is what I made though myself. The macro toolbox. Oh, it says ungroup. Oh, I did make this then. Okay, so I must, okay, so I took I copied someone else's design and added it like this with open drawers and stuff. And then I got one for Snap-on as well. And I can make these for 1/10 scale too, which is pretty cool. But this one was fun to do because you can see it says ungroup wrap here. A lot of fun to make though. Craftsman on it. It was a lot of fun to make that. But now I shouldn't have the drawers so far in, so later on I might just take it and try to scoot them in a little bit closer, like I did right here. But kind of like it like that too. But yeah, so that's everything for right now. I guess you can say thank you for watching and stay tuned for part 2 when the battery box is done.